I'm going to teach you how to lose weight and belly fat with the help of about dietary advice. In episode 2 it's going to be all about different exercises and if you do merge the two together, while the results they should be incredible. Now I'm really happy that you found this video because it means that you've decided that you want to make a change, you've decided that you want to be healthier, and you've decided you want the health benefits. You see, the problem with that is that it's not just the image that you can pinch known as subcutaneous fat. The more dangerous fat is the fat around your abdomen and the fat around your internal organs known as visceral fat. Now we know that high mass of visceral fat can increase your risk of heart disease, can increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, and at women it's even be shown to increase the risk of breast cancer. Now this diet comes from a study done in Oxford, and if it's done correctly you can expect to lose 0.5 to 1 kilograms every single week, which is amazing. But here's the bet: after 6 weeks the individuals also saw a reduction in their visceral fat. This sort of fat is a dangerous fat. We just spoke about the reduction was about 14%. They also saw a reduction in their blood pressure, they also saw a reduction in their cholesterol, and they also saw a reduction in their waistline, 5 centimeters to be exact. That's pretty amazing, right? And this is without any additional exercise, so it's just dietary advice. So without further ado, let's learn the diet. Okay, so here's how it works. You're going to be eating measured portion sizes of different types of foods, and to measure those portion sizes you're going to be using your hand, which matches your size really well. Also, if you really want to start to work, you need to stop eating snacks, and also you need to stop being takeaway food and fast food too. So each day you should aim to eat the following 3 fish-size servings of starchy carbohydrates like potatoes, pasta, rice, and many more. Don't worry about remembering what I'm saying. As well, I'm gonna leave it all in the description below, full detailed explanation of everything I say and all the different food groups. Now with the carbohydrates you can also have protein, so you can have 2 palm-sized of protein per day. This includes things like meats, my fish like chicken, my soya brothers, and many more. You can also have to cut handfuls of vegetable or salad or anything like that. But please remember, potatoes are not included in that list. Potatoes bring the carbohydrate servings, and to cook your food you're most likely going to be using some fats or some oil, which is fine to do, but you need to stick in the serving limit. So what is the serving limit? You can have 2 servings of fat or oil or butter, and 1 serving is basically the tip of your foot. It's also important that you have fruits. You need to be having 2 fish-size servings of fruits every single day. So that can be fresh fruit, it can be frozen, proved it can be canned fruit in natural juice or water. All of these are fine. Now remember, the sin in this diet plan from the study: snacks were completely stopped. So a good idea is replace those snacks with the fruit, and it'll also probably help you from deviating from the diet plan. Now in addition to all the foods I've mentioned, you will also need some dairy in your diet. So what can you have? Well, you can have half a pint of skim milk or half a pint of semi-skim milk, and this will be enough for you tea or coffee or your breakfast cereal. Now if you're not a big fan of milk, instead you can have 2 small pots of plain yogurt or 2 small pots of diet yogurt. And whilst we're on the topic of dairy, that reminds me to tell you all about cheese. If you really do like cheese, you can incorporate it into this diet. However, it's gonna be matched up with the protein family we spoke earlier, so it's going to substitute a serving of that. Remember the proteins I said. You can have 2 palm-sized servings per day. This includes things like meat, like fish, like soy products, but cheese is slightly different. 1 portion, so 1 serving is the equivalent size of a matchbox, and by matchbox I mean the small size that fits in your pocket, not the ones you use for cooking. They're like that big. There are many diet plans out there, and to be quite honest, I think this diet from the study, it's actually very easy to follow. And it's not too difficult because you're not actually removing any food group, you just stop snacking. Well, then everything else is just portion size technique, which, yes, to begin with it might be quite difficult, but you will get used to it and you can do it. But saying all that before beginning a diet plan, it's always a good idea to check your weight status first, because you may already be at a healthy and you may not need to lose anyway, and the easiest and quickest way to check this is to check your BMI. So what I will do is I leave a link to a BMI calculator in the description below. It's really easy to use. All you do is add your height, weight, and gender, and it calculates your BMI and tells you your weight status. The results of this study from a simple diet change have been pretty incredible, but please do remember, this is a two-part episode, and in the next episode we're looking at simple exercises everyone can do at home, which have been shown in the same study that after 6 weeks they were used to waistline by 2 centimeters, so check it out. I will leave a link up here and in the description below. We'll just imagine for a second, if you do incorporate the exercise with the diet change, the results should be pretty incredible. Please remember, I know that the licensed diet pills may seem like a quick fix solution, but the contents are unknown, unproven and untested. So what does this mean? Well, it's reported that 2 and 3 people actually suffer from serious side effects from unlicensed diet pills, so please stay safe. If you want more information about these, I did make a video not long ago for the MHRA all about them, and I will leave a link up here and in the description below for you, so check it out. I really hope my tips helped you in this week's video. Please do let us know how you get on, and also if you have any of your own tips, any of your own advice, please leave a comment below, because I'd love to read it. And I'm sure everyone watching this video would. Always remember, you're awesome, and I will see you next week. It's always a good idea to check your weight status first, because you waiting what? Oh, Briggs, is it coffee break time? Yes, okay, so here's how it works. You're gonna be eating many important porcelain, trying to spill it off of me. Ah, thank you so much, I really needed this. Try not to spill it. Thanks, Alex. See you later. And that, my friends, is Alex Bricks, pharmacy student, I think is in 3rd or 4th year. It's a very good guy, very good friend of mine, and even brings me coffee, and this will be enough for you, tea or coffee or your breakfast cereal. But if you're not a big fan of milk, then instead you can have 2 small pots of semi-skimmed yogurt. You don't have so much. Okay, hey guys, thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to click that like, follow or subscribe button now to stay up to date with new weekly videos.